defensively and getting better quality of shot, in particular the final 10 minutes of the game. And then finishing out the possession, rebounding the basketball. They don't get a lot of deflections, but they also don't lunge and reach and get themselves out of position.
LJ Cryer weaves his way in. 3 to shoot, launching a 3 from the top. Milos Uzan. 5 to shoot for the Cougars. Emmanuel Sharp.
Great pass.
Inside, and the slam by Joseph Tugler. And our ESPN crew, Roxy Bernstein with you. And first point of the game, Finland. Emmanuel Sharp launching. 3.
You talk about sharp shooters. He's losing a guy like Jamal Shed.
Yeah.
Look, you don't want to make too much out of it, but Jamal Shed and the connectivity that he had with his... It is a clinic when you watch this team and they're clicking on all cylinders that end of the floor.
And the roll for Joseph Tugler. Joseph Tugler, another rebound, then a steal, landed more for Butler. Then he launches a 3.
I don't mind that at all. Good
key of Butler. And Cryer.
One of the keys for Butler has been, although they haven't got good shots, where they...
Down low, Joseph Tugler. Good footwork on the block. But
because of that, it's allowing Houston's defense to load to the ball. What does that mean? It means that help is always in rotation. That's a clean look you have to hit.
And Patrick McCaffrey does for become the Bulldogs.
One more. He's wide open.
He's in the corner, and back-to-back 3s for Patrick McCaffrey.
2 to the ball, and then play out of it and swing it quickly.
And strip from Andre's screen. The Cougars and Milos Uzan in transition. And rolls in somehow. Set on the front edge of the rim and drop for Uzan. Texas tomorrow.
No, between the Huskies and Texas, you've got 2 of the best freshmen in the country. Paul Biancardi had them both inside the top.
You're just trying to score points with him, aren't you?
No, I spent like 12 days with him in Bristol, so.
Second on Ramon Walker Jr. They have some solid wins along the way.
And making almost 20 free throws per game.
Just outside the top 10. Hanging, and the roll. Terrence Arsenault the bucket. Milos Uzan. A drop ball inside.
That is perfect execution by Houston. They had Sharp set the screen. He pops. And then the drive forces the back line of the... You've got to be willing to accept that pressure if you're Butler, and you've got to rotate it crisply and fast.
And a 3. The third 3 for Patrick McCaffrey.
That's inconsistency.
Step back, LJ Cryer answers for Houston.
For contest. And he went to the break with nothing.
And that goes over the top of the back. The top option, scoreless. For Butler is Milos Uzan on the drive.
Team, and they've shown it tonight at both ends of the floor.
And they've had the opportunity to go back to the practice court to do those things this week.
He thrives. You put pressure on him. He's not going to shy away from it.
Emmanuel Sharp not shying away from contact.
Cryer has really started to assert himself in the scoring department.
Good ball movement by Butler, and down the lane and 1 for Augusto Cassia.
Thinking about this, though, Roxy, back to the game. 9 points in the first 4 minutes and 15 seconds here in the second half for Butler. That's half the points.
Bucknell at the line. And the 7'1" senior has 1. Tucky and the Zags.
From the three-point line. Gonzaga ranks 4th in the nation in three-point field goal defentation over from the weak side.
Screen, who started the first 2 games.
Guard, and against a defense like Houston, man, it can make things difficult to try to get you organized.
Milos Uzan again for the Cougars in the backcourt. First on Terrence Arsenault.
First true road game for the Huskies. Obviously struggled over in Maui. And that's what got him the contact and allowed him to get past his initial defensive player. Understand exactly what they want to do, in particular the things that he's not willing to sacrifice. Oh, by the way, so he'll add a different dimension, stepping away. Kingston Fleming's really elevated up in the rankings to number 12. They have the number 2 recruiting class contest against Kentucky.
Emmanuel Sharp, the spin,
having them rub off you with a dribble handoff. You can't just dribble and go nowhere.
Junior from Bloomington, Illinois, the transfer from St. Francis of PA.
It allows Houston to get cleaner looks. Now, Houston has not been a team offensively that has thrived in the second half throughout the course of this season. And this afternoon.
Kick out. Pass,
Take off.
Terrence Arson.
And you got to work on some things and get them right. And that's good offense right there, but you got to finish that. I mean, it's a great pass.
And the three by Finley Biscuit.
This is that stretch, by the way, that was part of the point of emphasis. On every single possession, you give yourself a much assist total drops, and the team loses. I mean, then all three. And being tough doesn't mean you foul.
It's played, but it's a little bit different playing here at Oklahoma, at Houston than it is at Oklahoma, where Kelvin Sampson used to coach, by the way.
It's that long run out on the baseline, late to the closeout, gave a good clean look.
Manuel Sharp on a step back. Three! LJ Cryer creates space. Was all the way down and popped out. Maui Invitational. Jamil Telfort inside 5 to shoot. Manuel Sharp. Three! Tough shot from Sharp. Sharp will try to do it again. And he does! Emmanuel Sharp.
More and more in college basketball, we see it at the NBA all the time. Guys like Steph Curry, like 0 for 9. They haven't had the opportunity to find clean looks.
Terrence Arsenault.
You see the way he gets into the rhythm off the bounce?
Weaving his way into the key. LJ Cryer, the miss. Got it back. Corner three. You got it.
He prefers 3 over 2, Roxy.
Here's a long three. And the first field goal for Jamil Telfort tonight. LJ Cryer. He's doing what he wants to do.
And I know what the computer says, and that's fine. But I would not feel easy if I'm Alabama and I see SMU lose to Clemson tonight.
Mercy Miller down the lane.
And they lost that game. With him under center, they are 11-1 on the year. Do you think there's any?
Kelvin Sampson getting some guys in off the bench. Cordelius Jefferson the pull-up. And the redshirt freshman with a jumper. Cedric Lott, sophomore from the Ivory Coast. And a three by Bowden Kapke for Butler.
They won the rebounding war 41-22. They won the points off the turnovers. That's Houston basketball. How they played this afternoon into this early evening here in Houston is exactly how they want to play.